CRISPR Therapeutics' first potential product may bring in blockbuster revenue. Intuitive Surgical is a leader by far, in a market growing in the double digits. Let's dive in. Here are the two healthcare stocks that could help make you a fortune. Welcome to Timely Investment Research. These companies also happen to be a bargain right now. We all hope to make a fortune over time thanks to our investments. It's impossible to guarantee one particular stock will do the trick. But by carefully choosing companies that offer earnings growth or potential for earnings growth, we improve our chances of building wealth. Healthcare is a great place to look for these sorts of players. That's because the industry is filled with innovators and market leaders. Right here, I'll talk about a dynamic biotech company that may be months away from commercializing its first product, based on game-changing technology. And I'll talk about the leader in a high-growth surgical market. These stocks both have declined in recent times, leaving them at bargain prices. And that's another incentive to pick them up now. Number 1. CRISPR Therapeutics. CRISPR Therapeutics works in the cutting-edge area of gene editing. This involves fixing faulty DNA responsible for disease. The company uses the CRISPR-Cas9 technique, the cutting of DNA so that a natural repair process can happen. The idea is to tackle genetic diseases right at the source of the problem. Right now, CRISPR is closer than ever to the finish line. The company and its partner, Vertex Pharmaceuticals, recently completed the submission of exa-cel, their gene editing candidate for blood disorders, to regulators in the UK and Europe. They aim to complete the US regulatory submission by the end of the first quarter of this year. Exa-cel can be a major step for CRISPR. First, because it has blockbuster potential. Today, people with blood disorders, beta thalassemia, and sickle cell disease have limited treatment options. They face a lifetime of blood transfusions to manage their illness. Exa-cel is designed as a one-time curative treatment for these diseases. It's easy to imagine doctors and patients at least giving this potential product a try. CRISPR also is testing exa-cel in phase 3 pediatric trials. This could broaden the audience for the treatment. A potential approval also would be big for CRISPR because it's a vote of confidence in the company's technology, a technology used throughout the pipeline. Exa-cel may be just the beginning. The company has reported positive phase 1 results from CTX110, an immuno-oncology candidate. Now, CTX110 is moving into a phase 2 trial that may support a regulatory submission. CRISPR shares have lost 74% from their peak back in 2021. At the same time, the company is getting close to product commercialization. If CRISPR wins a regulatory nod, the stock could take off, and future revenue could keep it climbing. Number 2. Intuitive Surgical. Intuitive Surgical is by far the global leader in robotic surgery, holding nearly 80% of the market. That's thanks to its flagship Da Vinci system. Today, more than 7,500 Da Vinci robots are installed at hospitals around the world, and the market continues to grow. In fact, the global surgical robot market is expected to expand at a compound annual growth rate of 18% through 2030, according to Grand View Research. Of course, rivals do exist, but it's unlikely they will unseat Intuitive anytime soon. Here's why. First, a surgical robot is $1 million purchase. That means hospitals probably will stick with their investment for as long as possible rather than switch to a competitor. Second, most surgeons train on Da Vinci robots, so it's likely they'll favor a system they are familiar with. How has all of this played out for Intuitive's earnings so far? It's resulted in growth over time. Another reason to like Intuitive has to do with its revenue model. The company doesn't just generate sales from the placement of surgical systems. Intuitive actually generates even more revenue from the sales of instruments and accessories used during each procedure. And the company also makes money through contracts to service its machines. All of this is positive because it ensures recurring revenue, even at times when the growth of surgical robot sales is slow. Certain headwinds have weighed on Intuitive in recent times. The pandemic resulted in postponed surgeries, and that hurt instrument sales. Intuitive also has dealt with supply chain issues and foreign currency impacts. The good news is these issues are temporary, but Intuitive's market leadership and earnings strength isn't. Today, Intuitive is trading for 43 times forward earnings estimates. That's down from more than 70 a year ago. Considering the company's strong leadership and track record of earnings growth, there's reason to be confident the stock could rise significantly from here over time. Thanks for spending some time with us today, Timely Investment Research. We're so glad you did. If you found value in today's video, please give us a like, hit that bell icon to never miss an upload, and hey, don't forget to subscribe.